Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Zotties, the podcast made by UCI students for UCI students. My name is Keith.
And I'm Melody, and for anyone that hasn't tuned in before,
this podcast is just for you guys. We let you call in, comment, and we'll reply. We're super active, so feel free to tune in every single week.
We're going to start it off with a song. Oh my god, what a throwback!
Dude, I know. I love YG.
I love this song.
Dude, honestly, I don't want to, kill the vibe right now, but every time I hear YG, it just reminds me of Shocktober.
Oh, I know. I was so mad about what happened. I really wanted to see him.
Girl, I know, me too. Every time, ugh. I've, been a fan of him ever since he came out with Donald Trump.
Me too. I love that he wasn't afraid to speak his mind, and he just said, Donald Trump.
I know, huh? It's just, everything was so popular in the media, and, he came out at the perfect time. I just love when artists can speak up and speak their mind and not be afraid. You know, they're gonna use their voice for what they think is right. Dude, even when Eminem did the same thing, when he released The Storm during the BET Awards, you know, it's not the same because YG's was way better, no shade, but, I thought Eminem's piece was pretty powerful, too. All these artists out here, they just don't give a they'll go and attack Trump.
I know, and YG came out with a song in 2016, and now in 2018, we hear a bunch of other rappers doing the same. Like you said, Eminem wasn't afraid to speak his mind, and he lost a lot of fans for making that song, but he didn't care. We also see the same with Gambino.
Yeah, huh?
What do you think about the video?
This Is America?
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I love that video. Every single time I watch it, I find something new. It's just so cool. The video itself, the song, don't get me wrong, it's a banger, but, dude, the way he incorporates all these things so subtly instead of being so direct, the way Eminem takes his approach is pretty cool because he's super aggressive and all that. And, he, you know, he's threatening Trump and when he says, oh, I'm gonna pour a pot of hot coffee on you, or, he, calls him an orange, which is funny, obviously, but, dude, Gambino just, kind of takes a serious approach, which I can appreciate now, because it is a serious problem that's been happening. He references events all the way even back to 2012, when he, brings the Trayvon Martin dad in to play the guitar. He brings up things, that don't get talked about in media, suicide a lot, and how it's just brushed off.
Yeah, and the 17-second silence for the Parkland shooting.
Dude, I know. Everything he just, it's so powerful. He had every single thing planned down. Even SZA at the end, she is my queen, girl, don't get me wrong. So when I saw her in that Liberty suit, I just loved it.
I didn't even notice that she was in the video.
I know. I've just, I've had to analyze it so many times, especially for class. You know, I took Writing 37 my freshman first quarter. And ever since then, I just, now I think it's so cool how different artists can take different approaches in, addressing the same issues.
Yeah, and it goes further than just rap. We see Ta-Nehisi Coates breaking his convention as an academic writer and just coming out with this essay, I'm not black, I'm Kanye. What did you think about that?
Oh my gosh. I had to read that for the same class, dude.
Me
oh
too.
my god.
Yeah, I used to love Kanye, but then once he started supporting Trump, I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, he got really messy within the media, too. All the TMZ situations when he said slavery was a choice. What?
Yeah.
I'd like to see you go back and try to make slavery, your choice. If you're a slave, trying to get out of that. He just doesn't understand.
Yeah, he's kind of practicing that
Yeah.
white privilege by supporting Trump. What is he thinking?
Dude, honestly, I hate how he's just reinforcing it. Trump, he's just leading to no good,
right.
Honestly, not to throw it back to him, but, he's supporting all this white supremacy out here.
Okay, so we know that we don't like Trump, but we want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, should we take some callers?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, so we're gonna open up the lines. You guys already know what number to call. It's 1-800-ZOT-5555. And let's see. Hello, we have our first caller. Please introduce yourself and what you gotta say.
Hey, this is Courtney, and guess what? He's your president, and there's nothing you can do about it now, so too bad. You can just sit there and complain, but he's helping us all. He's keeping all these immigrants, rapists, and criminals out of this country that we've made out of our sweat and blood, he's helping us all. I was like, he's making a difference, unlike you guys sitting there talking bad about him and those trashy artists who are making disrespectful music to our president.
Disrespectful music? You clearly didn't watch Childish Gambino's music video or listen to it when he makes homages to important things like the guns. Like, do you support guns or something?
Well, it is my Second Amendment. He is making America great again.
Girl, no. Oh, girl, bye.
She's gone. She clearly didn't know what she was talking about. Like, did she... All the shootings? Like, are you kidding me? Like, just recently, Thousand Oaks, a bar where college students hang out. Like, that could have been us.
It's so close, too, honestly, right here in California.
I'm confused. What's wrong with America?
Oh.
The lettuce outbreak? E. coli breaks out with lettuce.
Girl,
and every supermarket gets rid of the lettuce. And they can't get rid of guns?
She snapped. Officially. That's breaking news. So, like, we're not trying to throw any disrespect, like, just to be clear. But, like, we think that if you support people that support murderers, then...
You should support with something more than just your opinion. You need facts. Solid facts.
Honestly. So, I guess it's time to take that second caller, huh?
Yeah.
Please, don't be like that. Oh, got one right now, huh?
Yep.
Caller number 2, let's go.
Hi, my name's Lauren, and I'm calling because I just heard the call earlier from today, and I just want to say I disagree with that lady. She was very disrespectful. I myself don't support Trump. I've noticed that he uses his white privilege to justify a lot of his actions that aren't right, that are affecting other people. Like, he's such a white supremacist. He supports others who commit hate crimes towards protesters. For example, there was a rally in Charlottesville about taking down a Confederate soldier statue in which white protesters were saying that they wanted to keep it, but others were saying they didn't want it there. And some of the white supremacists ran over one of the protesters that didn't want the statue, and Trump supported he sided with that side of the white supremacists just because they were wearing MAGA apparel, because he knew that they supported him. He sided with his support system instead of supporting with the other side. And I hate the fact that he took it onto Twitter instead of actually taking responsibility and doing his presidential duties, just like Eminem said in his rap song where it's the Twitter storm. Like, Donald Trump always goes on there to defend his hate crimes that he supports, and yet
Damn, I didn't even know about, like, the whole MAGA. Like, I thought someone just, like, was hitting protesters out here. Like, where'd you hear about that? Like, that sounds really informative. You sound pretty, like...
Oh, I saw it on an article in Chicago Tribune. It was about, its title was 4 members of alleged hate group charged for a role in 2017 Charlottesville rally.
Oh, I kind of feel like we should check it out, huh? Like, that sounds pretty good. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not, like, one to read, like, articles like that, but I think, like, on, like, these issues that are actually pretty interesting, like...
Yeah, like, our last caller, like, we support what everyone thinks, but she didn't really back up what she was saying with facts. Like, you had concrete evidence, girl.
Well, I really loved your call, Lauren. Do you have anything else to say?
No, I was just, before calling in, I think people should do their research before being so disrespectful.
Damn. I hope you're listening, Courtney. Anyways, that's that. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, that was interesting. I actually remember reading about that hate crime. It happened, like, only a year ago, and it's just so insane that really happened. Like, these white supremacists committed murder. They ran someone over. And Trump, he went on Twitter, and at first he said that both groups were at fault, the white supremacists and the protesters. And then the white supremacists got mad, and they were wearing their MAGA apparel. They were like, yo, like, we support you, so why are you coming at us like that? Like, we didn't do anything wrong. Mm-hmm. And then he went on Twitter again, and he had a change of heart, started talking about not everyone at the Charlottesville rally is to blame. There were some exceptional people there.
Oh my god.
Like, what?
What a switch up.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Did he, like, just say, like, the some people, or was he, like, calling out his homies? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure he was, like, supporting them. You know, like, his friends.
Yeah, that's...
His white people
That
friends.
is awful, girl. I can't believe people are really out here. That's disgusting. I just, like, how can anyone, like, have that mindset? Like, it's so sad to think that there are just certain people, like, especially people of color in America, like, they can't even walk, like, down the street, you know? Like, it's always constantly in their head that, like, someone might commit a hate crime. Like, you never know who's gonna attack you for no reason. Just because, like, a lot of, like, I don't want to, like, target white people, but a lot of these white people are out here just, like, they think, like, they just have this overwhelming privilege and, like, they're higher than people. But, like, sometimes people just need to realize that's not the tea. Like, I think that just, ugh.
Yeah, and I think it's worse because white people don't even notice that there's two groups. There are the people that abuse their white privilege and people that don't notice that they have white privilege, but it still results in unearned privilege. Like, Peggy McIntosh.
Girl, I know exactly what you're saying with that article. She's
White
a
privilege,
banger.
Unpacking the Invisible Knapsack. She went off.
Honestly, she is off.
She's a feminist, so I have a place for her in my heart, but she was right. She made a list and she was just talking about all the ways that white people have privilege, and from a young age they are taught to not be aware of that privilege.
Yeah, she even explicitly said that, like, she knows that, like, when she's in a room, like, she won't get targeted because of, like, her skin color.
Yeah, it sucks people of color don't have the same privilege.
Dang, we're really ending this one on a pretty dark note, huh?
Yeah, maybe we should play another good song.
Okay. Anyone got any requests? You got a song?
I think I know what song.
Oh my god. Hey guys, so now that the podcast is over, we just want to say that we are not experts in any way. Anything we are saying is opinions.
Remember, we are just two college students. We are not certified to talk about these issues. It's just what we think.
Honestly, we're working out of a dorm, so, like, don't take us too seriously. But if you do want to do research yourself, everything we say can, like, be fact-checked yourself, or you can look in the description box below for all of our sources. In addition to our sources, you can find tons and tons of resources here at UCI. We have some things in the description box below that tell you what to do about hate crimes. There are places to explore diversity. We even have a victims resource guide, and there are tons of resources. So we'll just link some below. Make sure to check them out. They're really helpful. So that is it for Zotties on this week. We hope you tune in next week. Thank you so much for listening.